teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get first crack at it today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Toner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. on the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverage.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got a little space. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Lewis to throw. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis wants to pass. Pocket breaking down.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Bringing it back. Past the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the run, it's Toner. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Takes the easy completion. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Going right to work up top. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Toner. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Rutgers.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights looking to convert on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And he missed it. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
there he goes. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Goes to the option. The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lewis wants to pass. Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Perry. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll try the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone.
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Past the first down marker and still running. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Scarlet Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And there is no secret about it. Line up
and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Pushes ahead. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to barrel in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lewis to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Caught over the middle, it's Perry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Lewis wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass off offense.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also